and the Black Messiah won for Best Original Song. Husavik, My Hometown, lost out. But Husavik's ingenious Oscars campaigning was nevertheless a triumph in that it brought this small tourist-dependent Icelandic town a lot of international attention.
Join me, Bethany Hughes, to explore my hand-picked wonders of Malta, from mysterious prehistoric temples to World War II heroes. I'm going to be revealing the deep history and incredibly rich culture of this island right at the heart of the Mediterranean.
This is absolutely incredible. Wow.
That's Wonders of Malta, here on BBC World News. This is BBC World News. I'm Mariam Mashiri. Our top stories. Authorities in Nepal are trying to contain a surge of coronavirus cases as infections spill over from neighbouring India. Even climbers on Mount Everest are affected.
We try not to mingle. We used to have a lot of fun at the base camp. We would sing and dance, but we're not doing any of that now.
India's Supreme Court orders the government to increase oxygen supplies to Delhi as the coronavirus crisis shows no signs of abating. A major boost for Boris Johnson as the Conservatives win a parliamentary seat held for decades by the UK's main opposition party. And the state of emergency has been extended in several regions of Japan, casting further doubt over whether the Olympic Games can go ahead. Hello and welcome to BBC World News. We've reported extensively here on BBC World News on the COVID crisis in India. But it's not the only country in the region dealing with an increasingly desperate situation. Nepal, Bangladesh, Pakistan and Sri Lanka have restricted or stopped travel from India over fears new infections are being brought in, including cases of the Indian variant. Well, in neighbouring Nepal, cases have increased dramatically over the last month, as you can see from this graph, due in part to migrant workers returning from India. In Pakistan, the number of new cases has pretty much plateaued, but it does still remain high. And there are fears the upcoming Eid celebrations could exacerbate the spread of the infection. The BBC's Jill McGivering starts this report in Pakistan's Punjab province.
The hustle and bustle of a South Asian market. Life here in Pakistan looks pretty normal, very different from the tough lockdown last year. That helped to curb the...
Yeah, at last I managed to do that. I'm very sorry about what's going on, but okay. So just say hello. Sorry about that.
Hi.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good, okay. And what about you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing excellent. Alina, how about you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Now, what's new? As of me, you know that some internet gremlins just grabbed the screen, and the whole screen for me was just black. I have no idea why, but I managed somehow to do that. But anyway, so what's new?
Okay, the biggest news is that my friend is in town and we have amazing 3 days of just spending time with each other. And today we were going to have some fun too, but it's rainy and but anyway, she's still in town for the next day too. So I hope that the weather will be nice tomorrow and everything will be fine.
Yeah, Masha, you know, it's once you use the pronoun she, and so that kind of explained me a little bit about your friend, but you know, just tell a little bit more because it doesn't say almost anything. Who are you talking about?
Okay, it's my friend. She's really my close friend. We are friends, I don't know, for maybe 10 years. We have pictures from our little childhood. She lives right now in Moscow, but right now there are holidays, so she can here to meet her grandmother and grandfather too. So she's in town with them, and also we spend free time together right now.
So how did you get to know her in the first place from the very beginning?
Oh, I live in flat house, and I it contains many flats, and I don't know, just it's in Russian, but I don't know how to say it in English. So I live in number 5, and she lives in number 6, and so we know each other, and also our parents were friends too, and they meet us together and we start communicating, and after she came to our town every summer, and we just there were many children in our house, in our flat house, so we just spent every summer together and play different games, and it was amazing time.
Okay. When did she leave to Moscow?
Oh, she never lived here. She came to this town, to my town, only like on holidays. Her parents are from my town, but after her father became a military person, right now they live in Zhukovsky. It's near Moscow, and she lives here, and she was born there in this place. So she just came to my town just to visit her grandparents, and for the summer, for winter holidays, or for example, like these holidays.
Okay. Yeah, now it makes sense. So just keep in mind that usually when you say something, you have to explain it in the best possible way, because you know, you have to explain in such a way that the people you are talking to will have no questions. Right
Mhm.
now, you know, I have no questions because it's almost everything is clear. But when you just started, it's my best friend, and you know, in my the
Mhm.
mind I have no idea of what kind of
Mhm.
friend is it, and right now it's okay. And then like you said, in the British English we say block of flats, and the American English is apartment building or apartment block.
Mhm.
And when you say uh, flat, that's British, flat 5, flat 6, you don't need to use a number. uh,
Mhm.
it's just like you know, to be on the safe side, you usually remember something which you know from your memory. Like for example, the teacher will always tell you, open your books at page 7. The teacher will never tell you, open the books at page number 7. You know, it's
Mhm.
just for you to remember this kind of a grammar rule. um, just for example, you take bus 101. You do not say take bus number. Then what else? School 3. I go to school 3. You don't need to say number 3. Okay. It's
Yes,
just
thank you.
yeah. So apartment building, block of flats. All right, Alina, do you have anything to say about the, yeah, and you said that one of my new, it's just news is that doesn't mean that this is plural. No,
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
just one news or many news. It's just the same thing. So a piece of news is the kind of the regular grammar. One piece of news, you know, because news is just like the Russian word mebel. You cannot say одна мебель, две мебели. You know,
Mhm,
it's the same like uh, один предмет мебели,
mhm.
one piece of news. It's something like that. Okay, Alina, go ahead.
Okay, as for me, on these holidays, I almost all day I'm sitting with my and doing my homework. But yesterday I rode on the bike around the nearest park, and it was the first riding in this year, and I was very happy because I really like riding a bike, and that's all I think.
Yeah, and you know that the last time you used the word riding a bike in a very good way, because that's in a Russian mentality we say riding on a bike, but in English you just say riding a bike. You know,
Okay.
riding a car. You don't need any preposition for that. Okay,
Okay.
just you have to keep in mind that yeah, that's riding a bike or riding a car. It's something like управлять автомобилем, управлять велосипедом. Like you see, there is no preposition. Управлять на автомобиле, you don't say it. Управлять на велосипеде, you don't say it. Like ride a bike, you just try to think that these are the same, like управлять велосипедом, ride a bike. I know that there is a very complicated grammar in Russian and in English about that, but I don't want to make it too boring. Just like for you to remember. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, very good. Excellent. So, first of all, I've worked a lot on everything which you said the previous classes, like you know, a couple of weeks ago we talked about the environment problems, and I put up the kind of a, in my understanding, a very good worksheet for learning the ecology, the ecological issues. And then the previous class, we talked about, if you remember, it was how to improve learning the language, and then what are the ways of improving, and then if we can think in English. And I, you know, I tried and talk with my students, other students about these issues. And I just want to tell you that at the very end of the class, somebody said about Ed Sheeran's song, but I didn't catch the name. But my other students just reminded me of oh my goodness, Peaky Blinders, and the song Red Hand. I think that's by Nick Cave. Are you following the this TV show like Peaky Blinders?
No, I'm not.
No, no, I'm not.
Oh, seriously? Yeah, ladies, that's maybe you don't know the English version, you know the Russian. Okay, let me just show it to you. Okay, one second. I will share the screen with you. Okay, so one second. Yeah, and I will just share the screen. Where is that? Yeah. So this is Peaky Blinders. Do you know this movie?
No.
I have listened something about it.
I have heard. Okay.
I have heard, yeah.
Yeah, but you know that people say that this is very popular, and so that is why I thought that maybe you know about that. But anyway, so back to yeah, and lots of information about learning English and about the thinking in English on my webpage if you just want to follow. So this is Noam Chomsky, his idea about that we all have some kind of a one human language. You can listen to it, it's only 7 minutes something. One human language. That means that, but this is his idea, that we, in every language, we have the same concepts, same way how to express the ideas. So that's kind of a universal human language. Then that's the beginning of the civilization, one of the hypotheses, which is called the Fertile Crescent or Fertile Crescent, if you are interested. And then the Anglo-Saxon superiority and linguistic relativity. So this is quite the opposite to what Mr. Noam Chomsky thought. It says that every language determines how people think. Every language determines the way people put together the concepts and ideas. All right, and that's one song from me, which I like. I just put it up on my webpage for you to see. Okay, so that was kind of a little bit of a summary of everything what that happened during this week when I haven't seen you. So now it's up to you. The big question for tonight, please go ahead. What do you
Okay,
think? Yeah.
I can say that right now everything is so, I'm so happy right now, so nothing bothers me, and I don't have any big questions. So maybe Alina have something to say.
All right.
Uh,
All right.
okay, I want to ask, how do you usually cope with stress? Because with a lot of tasks and homework and mm, studying at all, I have I noticed that I have some stress, and I prefer to watch some comedies on the holidays and read some books. Of the latest books, I like A Little Women, and I like read novels with warm atmosphere, which are kind and maybe touching.
Okay.
And what about you? What do you usually do?
Okay. Masha, what do you want to say?
Okay, so sometimes I too feel this kind of pressure of society, of my some problems maybe at school or something like that. And I found some things which helps me. And for example, found it last year, and it's like I have been dancing for a very long time, and it's we have like a big part of stretching. And right now, when I don't go to the dance classes, I just probably it's in the evening before I go to sleep. I just turn on some relaxing music or just music which I like, and after make some exercise. It can be for 20 minutes or even for an hour, and at that time I really forgot about problems. I just trying to listen to my body, to my muscles when I do this, and also just listening to the songs. And it always helps me with just I just begin to feel better. And also, as I don't use my gadgets before sleep, I sleep better too after that. And also, a really good way is just to find a person or two, three maybe, and just talk to them, because I don't know, maybe for 2 years ago I was friendly person, but I don't think that communications helps me. But after one situation, I understand that people are really important part in my life, and always just have some, I don't know, just talk with someone who is really close for you, just for about 20 minutes. It's really helps, and it's really cool just to talk, to have some fun with people, with your loved ones. And also for me, it's always just going out, just for an hour or for 40 minutes, just walking by the streets, or maybe in the park, and without anything, without songs, without music, without different audiobooks, just you. And I'm trying to watch nature, to watch people, to follow just it helps me to just think what is going on, and just relax. And it is good, and for my health, and for my and for stress, for revealing the stress, something like that.
Okay. All right. Alina, if I may, I will say a couple of words. All right. What do you think? If you want to say something that sounds good to me, so what do you think?
Yes, I think I don't know how to say it.
That's all right. That's why we're here. You can look it up in the dictionary if you know that, if you have forgotten some word.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Yeah. So first of all, yeah, can you think of something to say, Alina? You want to say something?
No.
Okay. By the way, guys, I think that you met each other because one of you, I don't remember exactly who, asked about the another young lady of the contacts. So did you meet each other in between the classes online? No?
Vladimir, we were not with Alina, but with Arina.
Ah, okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't, yeah. I was just trying to specify, to understand what's going on. But anyway, so first of all, you know that what you said about Little Women, that's a great idea. What I would suggest is if we guys just share the kind of a common library, because you know that Masha, Masha, you said about Little Women, or Alina, who said about
Alina.
Alina? So Masha, I would highly recommend you to read this book, Little Women. That's a brilliant book, I would say. And so if you have, and that's specifically for high school reading. So if we kind of collect this common library for us all, Masha, maybe you can also contribute some title of the book which you would recommend to read for Alina. Masha, can you think of some book to recommend to Alina? No?
Yes, yes, it's just I have problems with my, okay. Yes, because I read this book very in the February, and I really like it. And also it's okay. I just need to translate it into English, to be honest.
Yeah, but
It's
all right, but I'm talking about the English books. And,
yeah, it's Wuthering Heights.
Okay, yeah. All right, yeah. How do you spell it? I have forgotten. Yeah, sorry. You just wait a second. So we'll go ask Google. Oh, Wuthering. Yeah, it's here, Wuthering Heights. That's what I thought. Okay, so Alina, that's for you. Wuthering Heights. Okay. Yeah. Then from me personally, what I would recommend you, yeah, you know, that's kind of all right. It's probably it won't be that easy, but you know, this is the book for me. So, sorry about that. This is called Age of Innocence. The author is Edith Wharton. If you just want to have that's a brilliant movie also. Yeah, you can watch the movie. So you know that if we collect this kind of a library, I think that that will be good. Now back to this big question about stress, living under stress, and multitasking, which is called, you know, this is very typical for your generation. The first thing is multitasking, and you understand that, right? Multitasking.
Yeah.
So that the meaning is that you have lots of tasks at the same time, and then living under stress, under pressure of stress. So what I want to say here is, first of all, they are sanitary norms, and nobody allows, I mean, in high school or anywhere, to break these norms. And what it means that, let's say, I will just give you an example about the English language. So let's say that you have English, let's say 2 times a week. I just, it's for an example, you know, I'm just pretending. So let's say that you have English on Tuesday and on Friday. So the meaning is that between these 2 days, you have a couple of days, like Tuesday, then Wednesday and Thursday, 3 days before Friday. And then you have Friday, Saturday, then Monday, that's 4 days. So the sanitary norm is to get prepared for the class, you need not more than 40 minutes. Just keep in mind. Now you see that, for example, you have a class on Tuesday and then you have a class on Friday. You have 3 days in between. And then you divide 40 minutes, you divide by 3 days. And then you will have approximately, let's say, 12 minutes or more, 13 minutes every day for getting prepared for the English class. But every day. And then this is not much. I mean, this is specifically for sanitary norms. Does it make sense to you?
Yeah.
Then, so that's, believe me that some teachers will give you, or let's say, teacher of mathematics will give you 100 problems. This is not allowed. You know that it happened in my life. I remember that. So how it finished, I was at the university studying mathematics. It was in the first place, and then later I switched to the English department. So it didn't work for me. I love mathematics a lot, but 100 problems for one day, it's not normal. I didn't want to become a psycho, or you know, another way is you have to cheat. Definitely, if you have 100 problems, then you have to cheat. I didn't want to cheat, you know. So I just I changed the departments from mathematics to the English department. Okay, so then that's the sanitary norms. Do not forget about that. Alina, do you want to say something about that?
I think no.
Do you agree that, for example, for English, you have to, if you have the homework, the home assignment, you have to work 30 minutes in a day, during one day. I mean, for your homework. 30 minutes today, then 30 minutes tomorrow, and 30 minutes the day after tomorrow. So altogether it will be 39 minutes, which is around 40 minutes. This is sanitary norm.
Usually we have a lot homework of English for English, and I don't know how to say it, but I do it not only 30 minutes per day. I do it a little bit more, and sometimes not a little bit. Sometimes I prepare for English during 40 minutes per day.
Okay.
And,
I understand.
But
But this is not correct. As I said, this is a sanitary norm.
Yes, but I study at Lyceum, and we have a lot of homework, and every teacher think that their lesson is the most important for us and give us a lot of homework.
Yeah, I understand. But anyway, so you understand my idea, right? What I wanted to say about.
Yeah.
So this is sanitary norm, and what it means, sanitary norm, it's a law. You know, it's a law. So if you break the law, you will have consequences. And the consequences, if you break the law, are first, you can become a psycho, as I said. So the meaning is that you can go crazy. That's the first consequence. Another consequence, you will start cheating. Because as I said, that's impossible to do 100 problems before mathematical problems before the next class.
Yeah.
And I don't think that you want to become a psycho, or I don't think that you want to start cheating. Otherwise, you will not do the good job for your homework. Okay?
Yeah.
So then another thing is, we call it prioritizing. Again, yeah, spelling is correct. I'm, so under stress about spelling. So prioritizing, what I mean here is that you have to choose, like you said, that every teacher prioritize his own subject. But why don't you prioritize which subject is the most important to you? Like you have to understand, for example, that if you want to go to the language university, to the language department of the university, probably, of course, physics is, I just loved physics, but probably you will not prioritize physics number one as a subject for you, correct?
Yeah.
So if you just move it to the background, to the back burner, we say it, to the back burner. Do you understand back burner? Oh, excuse me, my spelling. Yeah, back burner. It's just if you think about a gas stove, you understand gas stove?
Yeah.
You have burners. You have the front burners and the back burners. So what is on the front burner is your priority number one. The back burner is priority number two, back burner. So if you prioritize English like the front burner, and mathematics or physics the back burner. So what do you think about that?
I really like that right now I make my prioritizing things and it helps me. And also, I don't know, maybe you don't know, but there is a thing that our Russian government, which have like, which occupation is school and just education, they made a law. So right now, it's like when people graduate 9 years at school, and after they can go to if they choose to go to the 10th grade, they have a choice and to choose like a class with humanitarian subjects, or like physics, biology, and so on, or just ordinary class. And right now, in my school, in gymnasium, it was always like this, but they have like this kind of paper recommendation, but that in a class where people study English, languages, different social studies, economics, history, they don't need to have biology classes. So right now I don't have even one lesson of biology in a week, so I don't even have biology, and it's bad for me because I want like have some basic knowledge, but I don't have it. And I understand that my prioritize is English, but I want to know something in biology, genetic, and so on too. I'm glad that I have only 2 physics, it helps me, and only 1 chemistry is good, but I'm really sad about biology, and by this recommendation of government, we don't even need to have like chemistry lessons. It's just our school government decided that we must have chemistry, but not biology. And it's good prioritizing, but it's really sad that I don't know biology genetic. And we were talking, I have really good relationships with teacher of biology in my school, and we were talking a lot on this topic, and we were even wanted to
Yeah.
make like extra lessons, but
I agree. I totally agree. But you see, what I'm trying to say is it's definitely not eliminating, not canceling altogether the subject. I'm just saying a priority, like the front burner and the back burner. So let's say that if you are into the English language, you will do your English stuff, let's say 1 hour every day, just because that's your priority. And thinking about biology, you will do it, let's say 30 minutes in 3 days, something like that. Okay, and then I also wanted to say, because we have only 1 minute to go, just ladies, sorry about that. They are some kind of like you're saying about the stress. I can talk about that forever, but I just want to help you. There are some kind of a maxims, and the maxim is a good quotation, what I think. So the quotation is, nobody can take my joy from me. What do you think, Alina, about that? Nobody can take my joy from me. So when you are under such a pressure, you just move everything away from you and say, hey, nobody can take my joy from me. What do you think? Hello, Alina, can you hear me?
Yeah, but I think about this.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Just feel free to be happy. That's your right as a human person, as a human being. Why would we here? Why do we live? Because we have the right to be happy. Nobody can take happiness from you.
Yes.
You know, so that's kind of a for me, it's, if you think about the work of a translator, oh, it's a lot of pressure, it's a lot of stress, but you know, it's for